Okay, first of all, the question, what does cool chain mean? I think we have different perspectives, different opinions, if it's a shipper, if it's a freight forwarder, a 3PL, a 4PL, or the carrier itself. For us as a carrier, it means what happened before we accept perishable goods, we have no visibility. And also we have no visibility what happened after we deliver at final destination at the airport. To an agent, to a freight forwarder, it means a little bit different. He knows exactly what happened while it is in his custody, which means when he accepts from the shipper till he delivered to the airport at origin, but then he has no visibility what happened while it's in carrier's custody. And to a shipper, to a producer, it means, okay, what happens at the origin, he is fully aware of, he has his own infrastructure, his own logistic, but then no visibility while freight forwarding is taking over or the carrier. What cool chain should really mean? It involves the whole supply chain, coming from the shipper via the freight forwarder to the airline, the same procedure at destination. So every stakeholder should be involved in communication and procedures to get the full picture. We in Emirates, we have now 3 different cool chain solutions. So we have also now in our cargo holds 3 different classes like economy, business, and first class. We call it cool chain basic, a cool chain advanced, or cool chain premium. It depends on the requirements of the shipper itself. For perishable customer, we do recommend the cool chain basic, which involves certain features on ground and in the air. For pharmaceuticals or pharmaceutical shipper, we have this business class version calling cool chain advanced with enhanced features. And for our first class customers, like shipper from the healthcare industry, we do provide a cool chain premium service. Of course, the most expensive, but of course also the most reliable in terms of unbroken cool chain. Cool chain basic, especially for the perishable industry. What we do provide is additional support on apron in Dubai while we do transfer shipments from an incoming flight into a connection flight. Or we do provide also these, it looks like paper, white cover, I give you once. This white cover could support perishable shipments in terms of cool chain for the whole supply chain, which means we can deliver this white cover at origin to the shipper, and it will protect the shipment throughout the cool chain journey. In Dubai, we have now also realized the gap on apron. What happens when the compartment door get open and we have extreme condition outside with 40 or 50 degrees, especially during the summer months? We have now a cool dolly. It's like a rolling fridge which can serve tail to tail also, or also from the aircraft to the warehouse for storage in between. Of course, these services are features at a cost. This is the perfect combination, a cool dolly in Dubai in combination with a white cover pallet. So this is absolutely accepted meanwhile from the pharmaceutical industry, and they have very, very strict requirements, also controlled by the World Health Organization. Some more detailed features about the white cover. The white cover application is developed and tested with a world-leading research institute. I think the name is branded on the white cover itself, so it is no secret anymore. It secures and extends the efficiency of the packaging system while we have to transfer it in extreme heat or extreme conditions. The reflective material provides highest level of thermal protection from solar radiation. It's extremely lightweight. You will think it's maximum 1 or 2 kilograms, depends on the size. And it allows, as I having said that, for shipment, cooling during transportation and the storage. Also, it's environmentally friendly. It's very hygienic because we do provide it as a single-use item, but from the material itself, it can be used more than once. So if a shipper is interested to use it and he can arrange for the backhaul or the return logistic, he is welcome to do that. From the green aspect, it's 100% recyclable. Lightweight, as I mentioned, for PMC, which is the aircraft size for pallets, is just 3 kilograms. The cool dollies, having said that, that's a rolling fridge in Dubai. We use it to protect time and temperature sensitive goods, which we do transfer tail to tail, so from aircraft to aircraft, so as a cool storage on apron. Or also we do use it for shipments coming and they have to be re-storaged in our cargo mega terminal for the connection flight, which is, let's say, 8 or 10 hours later. The setup, the temperature setup in this cool dollies is possible from -20 to +20. So it's similar to the Envirotainer setup, very wide, approximately 40 degrees, from -20 to +20. We can accommodate in this cool dolly 1 aircraft pallet, calling PMC pallet, or 2 LD3 containers, which are the common containers which are also used for baggage. And this is, of course, the first-class solution which we do provide. It's not really interesting for the perishable industry because it's very cost-effective. It's an active container with a compressor. It can cool and heat, so depending on the temperature setup. Mostly we do sell it for healthcare products or very high-end value perishables like caviar. But this is a real unbroken cool chain. For farmers in Africa or also in this region, I think it's a cost calculation. But we do use mostly for, as I mentioned, healthcare products. Okay, so this was a short and hopefully cracky presentation about challenges, innovations, and what we as airline can provide to the industry in terms of cool chain. Any questions? You are very welcome.
Who are your actually main sectors for the cool chains?
Sorry, again.
Who are your main customers, your main clients?
Main customers?
In terms of sectors.
In terms of cool chain?
Sectors, yes, in cool chains.
Yeah, the main customers are the perishable industry.
Yes.
So farmers in Africa or subcontinent, and also the pharmaceutical industry. So there are more and more requirements coming up in terms of safe transport of pharmaceuticals. And the World Health Organization is controlling the activities of pharmaceutical companies in terms of their supply chain. So the restrictions and requirements of safe transport are very strict. So, and I think it's also no secret that this industry is also willed to pay some add-on to justify the investments coming from a supply chain partner like we are.
You talked about ground handling of the cold product or the cool chain product in Dubai. Since Emirates operates all over the world, how do you ensure the same ground handling when you are receiving the product in or offloading it at, say, Riyadh Airport, for example?
Good question. Of course, this was more or less a promotion about Dubai, our own hub, our house. We are strictly dependent from the infrastructure which is provided at the origin or destination. And this is very often very different to what we can offer here in Dubai. We do agree with certain customer by SOP, standard operation procedure, based on the local infrastructure. So it's not always common that we can provide cool dolly, because cool dollies are only available here in Dubai, and as far as I know, also by one airport in Germany, which is Frankfurt. So this is more or less an in-house solution.
How much does the F&B sector constitute of your business, or is it more pharmaceutical?
I would say it's half-half meanwhile, because the most perishable movements are coming out of Africa and Indian subcontinent, while we have more and more pharmaceutical shipments coming from Europe, also India and the US. So I would say it's 50-50.
And does your services only, do you provide your services only from Dubai or from other countries, for example, Lebanon?
Sorry, again, the question?
Do you provide your services from Lebanon, for example, or only from?
Yes, we have also a lot of perishables from Beirut, just to come to your question. I have been there also in Beirut to promote white cover and cool chain for the perishable community there.
And do you stop in Dubai and transit, then go to other countries, or direct flights to other GCC countries?
All our flights are transferred via Dubai. So which means if you in Beirut has a request to say to Sydney, we would fly from Beirut into Dubai and connect from there to Sydney flight.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.